Hello, Virgo, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach. I help you choose growth and heal your inner roots. I have an intuitive and spiritual message for you today about your journey. This looks inside and it looks outside at what's going on in both worlds. Okay, guides are saying left to right. 5 of Swords, defeat. Daughter of Roots, which is also Princess of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, departure, and 6 of Earth, 6 of Pentacles, altruism. There's a little bit of translating that goes on with this deck. Okay, very interesting assortment of cards here. All right, altruism coming to defeat. Okay, let's look at the, oh, nope, I'm sorry. We're looking inside. My guides want us to look at the inside. Okay. You're being asked, Virgo, to depart from a learned pattern, a pattern that has been repeated over and over and over. It is coming to a point where you really are not getting anything else out of it. It's like it's come to a maturity point. And it's time to leave from that repeated way of doing things, of looking at things. I want to draw a clarifier for what we're talking about. Okay, the Empress. So this is regarding nurturing, this is regarding motherhood, this is regarding the feminine energy. Likely relationships with others. Could also be talking about nourishing the self. So, strong message that it's not working at the moment. This way of being has culminated. It can't get you any farther. It's gotten you so far. It's time to release it. And I believe our answer is going to come with these other cards. It really can't get much clearer than this. Altruism looking at defeat. Being too self-sacrificing to the point of self-martyrdom, of defeat. So altruism is losing the self, right? Giving up the self for a greater purpose, being very giving of yourself. And so if you have children, this is very, very strongly talking to you about how you're raising them, how you're interacting with them. This is not a criticism, Virgo. It's something about giving too much of yourself without thinking of yourself first. And it puts you in the position of being this poor polar bear who's been stabbed with, it's kind of a horrible card. It's been stabbed with five arrows. But what's interesting to notice is that this animal it's very emaciated, it's very starving, so it really hasn't been able to take care of itself before it was shot by those arrows. So even if it wasn't shot by those arrows, it wasn't going to last very long. And this is a strong message to you, Virgo, that your inner self really has to be nourished, your inner and your outer self. This can be health, this can be earthly things. I also feel it could be emotional because we have all of this water on the Empress card. We've got water on this 5 of, okay, my guides are saying stay there. So there's an emotional boundary, an emotional nurturing that is not being met. And it has to start with you, Virgo. So what you feel and how you feel is asking to be honored and is asking to be respected before you give of yourself to others, before you interact with others. So this to me says we're dealing with a learned pattern of feeling like others' emotions or others' needs are more important than your own. And always putting them on the front burner and always putting yourself on the back burner. It's as if you have to be the one, you feel you have to be the one that nourishes everyone else, emotionally, spiritually, physically. And that's what the Empress is doing. She's nursing some pups, because she's a wolf. And, there's a time and a place for that, but it seems like at this moment, either these pups are able to do that for themselves, or this is kind of a wake-up call that you're teaching them the wrong thing. That it's about mutual respect. When we're looking at emotional relationships, it's respect for the other person's feelings as well as your own. Not just theirs and not just yours. There's a give and take, a back and forth. And everything has been a bit one-sided. I feel that with all these cards. You know, one direction here with the bear, another different direction, one direction here. So, okay, we're getting another advice card for you. Father of Roots. So, this is a delightful card about really savoring your hard work and savoring everything you've done. But this is also a strong message of nourishing yourself. He has all these insects below him that he's got in his little burrow that he's waiting to eat. And I don't know about you, but eating is one of my favorite things. So he can't wait to sustain himself. He can't wait to nourish himself. He's taking a moment to savor. So it's okay to take time out for yourself. It's okay to nourish yourself. This is trying to encourage you, Virgo, to be at home with the idea of self-nourishment, because you can't go on like this much longer. This card is pretty, there's nothing subtle about this card over here, okay? So your guidance, my guidance are encouraging you to really honor your self-nourishment, because again, you can't sustain yourself for much longer. We're headed for a breaking point. Okay, thank you for joining me for that, Virgo. I do enjoy doing these readings every week. If you would like to reach out or you're curious about a personal reading for yourself or for someone else, please look at the description. There is information on how to do that listed below. I will look forward to seeing you here next time, Virgo.